So this is the official disclaimer. We take full responsibility of anything that happens to you when doing these techniques. If you get injured, we pay for your medical bills, no problem.
That is not the case. Our lawyers actually advised us to not say that, but for real, be careful when you apply these techniques. Kimuras, they target the shoulder joint, which is pretty sensitive, as you know, so just don't do them really fast on someone who doesn't expect some of these moves. And if the worst thing happens, this guy runs a website, is that right?
That's correct. yogaforbjj.net, where you can actually improve your flexibility.
You can actually be harder to tap to Kimuras, literally. That's a guarantee, 100%.
I actually have an experience with this. I was pulling one guy's arm out like this. I just did this move in order to do the Kimura, and his shoulder dislocated. So he was so stiff in the shoulder that it actually popped just from doing half of the technique. It wasn't even the dangerous part. So be careful with people. It's not nice for them to not be able to train for half a year. So whenever you do something for the first 50 times, do them extra slow and carefully so that you can have, when you have training partners, you can train. If you smash everyone so everyone is injured, you're not going to be able to train for yourself. So take care of everyone and take care of yourself. Okay guys, there will be a lot of information at one time here, but the reason I mushed it all together is because this whole sequence is the one I've drilled so much. It's so deep in my spine, so I really want to spend some time on this to share it, because the thing I end up doing over and over and over again, and it works 95% of the time, is really something worth sharing. Miha goes down. What I usually do is I step around his legs. So he's playing the open guard and I step here. It's not really a toreando, I'm just stepping on the outside. And let's say you're down further there. Yeah. What usually happens, you saw his first reaction was this arm. He wants to turn into me and push me away because he knows what's coming. If we're here and I get here, what I try to bait him into doing, all my body mimicry, is trying to get him to turn into me. I want him to do this. Okay, so I step around and I try to turn around like this, because what I want him to do is really turtle. So I can put my knee here and have him push or grab here. That's what I want. Okay, so you're not passing with your head first to try to go down into him, because then you don't have enough time. What I want to do is here and just immediately have him do this, so I can catch the Kimura. I want the Kimura, okay? So I go here, I go around. If he catches my leg, doing the Kimura is too late, because even if I get the Kimura grip here, he can still push me over and take my back. I had the problem with this for many years, but then I realized I don't need to catch the Kimura. All I need to do is get this leg out of there and spin and really land on his back. So as he comes up, I'm here. Okay, I don't have the Kimura yet. He's so committed to get up to turtle and continue, so even though it's a completely different situation, what people end up doing, you won't believe me, but people always, instead of going back into me and admitting that they lost the position, they keep going up. And this is more than enough time for me to catch the Kimura, go all the way to turtle, and I roll into the crucifix. So this is what happens over and over again. I pass, turn around, he comes up, and as he comes up, I have time enough to prepare to bump him over and land here. Okay, so this is what happens over and over and over. I pass the guard, I step around, pause there, go down again, pause there. I step around here, I drop my elbow down, not on top of him, but in front of his belly, so that my triceps is trapping his belly. I don't have to put pressure on him, I don't have to grab the Kimura, I don't grab here. I just do this, and as he comes up and postures his elbow down, I bump him over so that his hips gets down to the ground, and I do this at the same time. Okay, so from here I just whoop, go over, and I have him trapped. Another detail is, from here, if I just grab the arm, I can keep him here. Now he can't sit up. So if he's a little bit slow, and I wait here, I can just hold him down here and Now he's usually gonna start going into me again. And if I keep the pressure on his triceps, I have a very good control. But if he's really fast, usually it's here. He has the leg and I go out there. Yep, he goes up. My detail here to not lose the position, because this is not a good move. You don't want to be here because now he's on top and I have no control. He can counter with the same technique. What I want instead is arm here and throw the other arm over and catch as you roll. So I do boom, this. It's impossible for him to turn away here. I can sit up, start working the hooks. Let's do a couple of rounds in full speed. Once again. Last round. Okay, so that is my bread and butter guard pass. I spin all the way around to 170 degrees and end up with a crucifix.